In the 2016-17 NBA season, Gordon Hayward would have arguably his best year. Before breaking his leg, he would be an absolute insane mid-range scorer, and his aggressive play style would eventually lead the Utah Jazz to a record of 51-31 and a fifth-place seed in the Western Conference. Starting in 2014, Hayward was reaching what many people would consider his prime. In both the 2014-15 season and the 2015-16 season, he was slowly becoming a 20 points per game scorer. In the 2016-17 season, he would finally get there, averaging 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists on nearly 44-80 shooting splits, the best since his rookie year in 2010. On October 7th of 2016, Gordon would suffer a fracture to his fourth finger on his left hand, causing him to miss the first 6 games of the year. He would make a season debut on November 6th of 2016 when the Utah Jazz went to play the New York Knicks, where he would score 28 points and 5 rebounds. Most of his points would come from the line, as he would score 14 of them from there. In fact, Gordon was remarkable from the line, especially in the first 5 games. Along with averaging 24 points and 7.5 rebounds in that stretch, he would also be 97% from the free throw line in those games, only missing 1 foul shot in that stretch. In those games, they would start without Hayward, they would be 3-3. With him returning to the lineup, they would improve to 7-4 throughout the first 11 games total. Some of the best moments from the season included whenever Hayward would have multiple 30-point performances, including an extraordinarily efficient game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, where he would score 39 points and 5 assists, along with 24 points in the second half alone. He would also be 14 for 22 from the field and 4 for 5 from 3. He would also be 7 for 8 from the line, in a 120-113 victory. Gordon Hayward would also have an impressive 38-point performance on 16 for 24 shooting, 3 for 6 from 3, and 3 for 4 from the foul line. And on January 26 of 2017, Gordon Hayward would get a well-deserved All-Star nomination, as he would be selected to play in the 2017 All-Star Game, the first of his career. The Utah Jazz would have a first-round matchup against none other than the Los Angeles Clippers. Hayward would have 19 points and 10 rebounds in Game 1 and a nearly 40-point double-double in Game 3. He would also have 21 points in the first quarter alone in Game 3, which to this day is still a Utah Jazz playoff record, and despite the amazing performances, they would still be down 1-2. In the Jazz Game 4 victory, he would only play 9 minutes due to being infected with food poisoning. In his place, Joe Johnson would score 28. Gordon Hayward would have 27 points and 8 rebounds in Game 5, leading to the second straight win by the Utah Jazz, and despite the Clippers tying the series at 3 apiece, the Jazz would take the series in a dominant Game 7, in a win by 13. He would have 26 points and 8 rebounds. The Jazz would win the series in 7, and Hayward would nearly be 50-40-90. Although the Clippers may have been an easy task, the Golden State Warriors would not be. Hayward would average 25 points per game in the semifinals, however the Jazz would not fare well. They would be blown out in all 4 games, with their least margin of victory being by 11 points in Game 1 and Game 2. This would be Gordon Hayward's final game in a Jazz uniform, as he would sign with the Boston Celtics in the summer of 2017. I want to do a bigger video on Gordon Hayward at some point because this dude's career was insane. It was full of ups and downs, but eventually his career did kind of slow down due to aging and being injured. As you know, on opening day of 2017, against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he would break his leg and he would never really be the same.